Hello everyone, it's Michael here. I've got my Umarex Ace in the hole. This is a .177 caliber pellet revolver, single action army, beautiful gun. And again, this is going to be the gun that we're going to be doing the giveaway, so watch that. It's kind of like a preview slash contest giveaway video that I did previous to this video I'm doing now. I did want to see what kind of performance we can get out of these guys. What I'm doing today is I'm comparing all the different barrel lengths. So we have about a, let's call this about a 3.5 inch, got about a close to a 6.5 inch, and then probably about an 8.5 inch barrel here. Now keep in mind, the pellets do pass all the way through the cylinder. So you put the pellet in the back of the cylinder and they do pass all the way through. So that does add to the amount of barrel that allows the gun to get a little more power, right? Because it's going to start pushing that pellet all the way from the back. It's going to have a little bit of speed before it even hits the main barrel. Potentially there's a bit of resistance as it goes from cylinder to barrel, but we'll find out exactly how that affects these guns, how that affects performance in terms of velocity, accuracy, all of those things. Barrel length shouldn't affect accuracy as much as the difference between the front and back sight will affect it. It's more the difference between the sights, not so much the barrel length. Now, I am using RWS. I don't even know how to pronounce these pellets. They're the Meisterkugeln, I guess, Meisterkugeln pellets. It's like a flathead pellet, lead pellets. I'm only going to shoot lead in these guns because they're a Western gun. They're meant to shoot lead, right? I'm not going to shoot any alloy pellets, even though they'd be lighter, they'd go faster. I'm going to shoot 8.2 gram lead pellets, something with a bit of weight to it. So don't expect optimal power. It's also a little cold in here, so we're maybe 15 degrees. The guns even actually feel a little bit cold. So that in mind, don't expect ultimate performance. I'm probably just going to get 3 shots and then see what happens with that. We'll average them on 3. So 328, that's not too bad because this gun says about 340. 329. Got some power. 311. So with a lighter pellet, like especially an alloy pellet, this thing's probably going to get up closer to 400 FPS. That's actually not bad for such a short barrel in a pellet revolver. All right, next up, we got the, I guess we'll call this about a 6.5 inch barrel. I can't remember the exact barrel dimensions. 355, a little bit faster. 345. And 341. As I expected, they do shoot a little bit hotter as the barrels get longer. So this should shoot even hotter, right? Let's see what happens. 335. What's going on here? 317. 318. We're going to do one more. So what is going on here? There's 2 possibilities. There's valves in these guns that release the amount of CO2 that goes into each gun. And it's possible that this one's sort of detuned a little bit. What that means is you're going to get slower velocity, but you will get more shots per CO2. So there's a trade-off there. I'm not sure if that's what's happening. That's possibility 1. All the same ammo, all the same CO2, all brand new CO2. So that shouldn't be the reason. The second possibility could be that the barrel length, you know, there's a maximum barrel length for the amount of CO2 that's being released, and once you surpass that, you could actually reduce the speed or the performance slightly, but I don't think that's happening. I think it's more a valve issue, just because the barrels aren't that long, and typically, you know, longer air rifle guns are going to get more power, and they have really long barrels, so I would assume that it's probably more of a valve issue with this gun. So it could be if I shot a slightly different version of this gun or a different one out of a different box, maybe it'd be shooting a little hotter, but the clear winner was the 6.5 inch. The second was actually this little guy, and it's pretty loud actually. It's got a bit of volume. Probably the shorter barrel makes it a little bit louder. Usually that's what happens. Shorter barrel guns are always a little bit louder, but it could be because of the shorter barrel, they could actually be detuning or up-tuning it to accommodate the shorter barrel, releasing more CO2 with each valve press, right? Each time you pull the trigger, hit the valve, it's going to release a slightly bit more. Again, that may reduce the amount of shots per CO2. Hard to tell. All right, let's do some accuracy. I'm going to put 6 rounds from each gun in the target since there's 6 shooters and see what kind of accuracy we can get. All right, without further ado, we're all set up here. I don't have a lot of juice in one of my cameras, so I want to get the ball rolling here We're going to put 6 rounds in each target. Going to be a little quick, but we'll see if we can get her done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that is 6. Let's take a quick look. We'll change the targets up real fast here. Okay, so a little wide, but the left to right was good. About a 2-inch spread though in total. Not the best. Put that one aside though, keep it for comparison. Okay, next up we're going to do the 6.5 inch. So the first one was the Ace in the Hole. Okay, same deal. A little harder to see these sights, but they are smaller. 2. That one went weird. Shooting to the right. That's it. Okay. That didn't feel good at all. Maybe didn't like those pellets. Yeah. So we did have about a 2-inch and then this weird one that came down. So that didn't shoot very well. I'm thinking it's not liking these pellets too much. Maybe try some different ones, because I have shot tighter groups with these guns, I'm sure, in the past. Okay, let's see what the longer barrel does. Keep in mind I'm kind of trying to get through this pretty quick before my camera dies, so I'm not taking my time at all. Okay, let's take a look. It almost seemed like the gun was slowing down. Now it is a little cool in here. Huh. Looks like we have a clear winner, don't we? Wow. So I did shoot this one upside down, the target, but that doesn't matter. That is definitely the clear winner. That's about an inch group. So for whatever reason, the 6.5 inch was just throwing them everywhere. Especially wanted to shoot to the right for some reason, and I have no idea why. I'm shooting all these guns the same. So we were shooting to the right with that one for some reason, and we got a low one there, about 2 inches with a stray, and then we have the little Ace in the Hole that actually shot just over 2 inches again, but didn't have any weird strays. I guess if this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if this one hadn't come out, we would have had about an 1.5 inch group here. So keep that stray out of the deal, and would have been definitely a nicer grouping. But the 8-inch or 8.5 inch barrel, wow. So you know, I'm pretty sure that with the right pellets, all of these guns can shoot pretty much the same. You know, they're all capable of it. Sometimes it's a pellet combination that'll help. It just depends on how that fits the barrel. Not all pellets are exactly the same, right? And I was using all the same pellets in these guns, but you know, so you'd think that you'd get kind of more consistency. They'd like them about the same, but it's not always true. Sometimes you got to play around with your pellet pick, heavier, lighter, slightly different brands sometimes, and play around with them. But overall, we did have a clear winner in terms of velocity. The clear winner was the, I would say, the 8-inch. In terms of accuracy, the 8-inch was the clear winner. In terms of velocity, the 6-inch was the clear winner. And I'd say the best out of both, sort of the one that had the kind of the best compromise of both, was the Ace in the Hole. It had pretty decent FPS and pretty decent accuracy as well. Alright, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Also check out that Ace in the Hole contest video. The details about that I'll also put in the description of this video, how you can get involved. We are going to be doing it a little different than we've done it in the past. We're going to be using more tech, software type stuff to allow you other ways or different ways that you can get involved in this contest. The more ways you get involved, the more opportunities you have to win. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.